Aditya was given crown of green forest.
For all the women wondering, how do you know he's the one?
I think we women are very intuitive by nature. Of course, it's a very important decision in life.
Of course.
And I'm a little traditional that way. I also believe your family also knows the best. So I think we just need to trust our instinct more. He's a great cook for everybody. I think one of the most commendable things about Aditya is I've never seen him lose his cool. I think we got married the way we did. For me to have the mighty Devdars in the background, nature blessing us out there in the open, in the hills, both of us had our hearts. And I wanted to get dressed exactly the way I did for my wedding. My mom's sari was always there for me. Although I did not expect myself to do makeup, I thought that's too far-fetched.
You did your own makeup?
I did my own makeup and
What?
Surili did my hair.
Kid, quote unquote, cut this massive trailer, right? Which is like viral. And everybody was like, what? He did it. How does it feel?
Feel so proud as a sister. That
Of Dhurandhar.
22-year-old is still like that 22-day-old baby that I still remember the first time when we held him, and so it's very emotional. I'm so happy that he's with the right people around him to guide him correctly. I think that's also a very important thing, especially in today's time.
Do you feel like you've changed after motherhood?
I still remember the first time when I came back home from hospital. It just feels that whatever I've done before this moment, whoever I was before this moment, is completely different from who I am right now.
Are you just blessed with Himachali skin or is there a routine?
I swear by haldi. Maybe in times to come, I'll figure out some way to introduce this haldi that we grow, because I swear by it. Even if I just apply haldi in water, just exfoliate it, works like magic for me. I've always said I'm a fan of versatility, and which means if I've done an Article 370, I've also done a Dhoom Dham, which is a caper comedy. I've also done a Bala, I've also done an OMG2 or a Thursday, or of course it started with Uri. The common thing, that the string that I see in most of these films is whatever genre it is, it still has a meaning, it still has some substance.
Hi Yami, welcome to Humans of Bombay.
Thank you, Karishma.
It's been so lovely to see all your work, but like now to chat with you in person, I'm very interested to decode how you got to this point. So we'll begin with your childhood. You were born in Himachal, and it feels like you carry a piece of that with you. So talk to me a little bit about your childhood.
I was born in Himachal and I was raised in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very fine combination of parentage. Thanks to my parents that I get. Yes, I do carry not just a piece, I think, but my whole heart is about Himachal, Chandigarh, and of course my Karam Bhumi, Mumbai also. But I think जहाँ पे आपकी परवरिश होती है, जहाँ की पैदाइश होती है, वहाँ की कहीं ना कहीं that extension is always there in your that's embedded somewhere deep down in your personality, the essence of those places. So the smell of I know how I feel the moment I land there, or we drive down to Himachal. So it's, for me, that's beyond just nostalgia. For me, that's me. And I can never stop being myself. I can never stop being that Yami who was there, जहाँ पे एक छोटी सी छोटी चीज़ खुशी देती है, which is something as small as, I still remember जब पहली बारिश होती थी, or as kids we used to get a chance to dance in the rain on the terrace. There's just that excitement and that freedom and that you're just being there in the moment, or something which your nani has cooked to welcome you for your summer vacations, or my school friends, or experiencing all the seasons. I think that everything is, I may just have a very short, weird memory. I may just forget, okay, where I've kept my phone, but I remember very, very clearly a lot of memories associated with my childhood.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory? Like if you had to go down the memory lane and think, there are those 2 or 3 standout memories that make you smile or make you feel happy. What can you tell me, 1 or 2?
I think summer vacations. Summer vacation, going to a nani's house, me, my siblings, we would, and those bus trips. अभी तो you don't have to think much. एक flight ली और कहीं भी पहुंच गए.
हाँ.
So back in the day, I also remember my mom shuffling 2 buses sometimes, and I have no idea. Today, आज हमारे पास helpers हैं, you know, we have so many facilities, but how they would manage everything, I don't know. But visiting Nani, I think that would be the peak of excitement and something we'd look forward to months before कि वो May का time आने वाला है या June का, that means going there. और जब थोड़े और बड़े हुए चंडीगढ़ में, you know, you're realizing okay, now we can step out a little bit, and we would money इकट्ठा करते थे. You know, we would save money in piggy bank, and जिसका भी बर्थडे होता था we were allowed to go to that one. We would collect money, and we would head out to this one place, and that outing would mean a lot. Or some family gathering, some family wedding, especially in Himachal, जहाँ पर आज of course we have this concept of hotel bookings and all of that, but वहाँ पे सब एक ही कमरे में हैं, या जो भी सब घर में ही शादी हो रही है, जहाँ पर mattresses लग रहे हैं, सब एक साथ, you know, बातें करते करते you fall asleep, or you know, the idea of that desi wedding at home where you have desi halwa is also coming, even the mithai is getting made, cooked at home. So everything is still so fresh, and whenever I look at those pictures, the feel of those, you know, those hard copies,
Yeah.
not
Which no longer exists because you
Yeah.
have everything on your phone.
Exactly, and I
Yeah.
really want to do this as a family, where we have those photo albums where you can flip and you can see and think about, okay, this is what this day was all about.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. और कैसा था as 3 siblings? I'm part of 3 siblings also.
Okay.
But 3 sisters, so it was absolute chaos, right? Because we were constantly fighting for clothes and shoes, and this is mine and this is yours. And as we were growing up, we all had different curfews also, so it was just a very chaotic, you know, setup. But wouldn't have it any other way. How was it for you with 3 siblings?
So it's me, my sister,
And your
and
brother.
a brother.
Yeah.
That's me, Surili, and Ojas.
Hmm.
And now me and Surili, we're just about 2.5 years apart,
Hmm.
right? And that's again an age group which is, even though I'm her elder sister, but तब भी एक friendship है और एक understanding है, and we were not very. I don't remember fighting or anything. I think I was very protective of her. I think I was more of, you know, let Surili have whatever she wants. I was very guarded about Surili. And I was always this coy, shy girl. And then my brother and we have a gap of about 12 years. And so he's he's almost more
Like
like a son,
yeah,
right?
like a
more
child,
like
yeah.
our own child than really, of course, I'm his elder sister. So both of us now were very protective about him, and both of us were hands-on with our brother. I think Surili was more about, you know, I was more about cleanliness. I was more about dressing him up, and she was more about, I'm going to cook something for him. I'm going to, so both of us had our duties divided.
Yeah.
And we would do this happily. There's so many pictures where he's just sitting on a lap, we're going to birthday parties, and it was really beautiful. And even Ojas as a person, he's someone who's extremely respectful of us, we're a very close-knit family.
Yeah.
I think family means the most to us more than anything else. And these are the value system. I think we would all credit our parents for that. So anything for family always. And they've all both grown up as beautiful adults who are extremely respectful, not only of course of their family and their loved ones, but whatever they're doing, in whatever, I mean, Ojas is in the same field now.
Yeah,
I've seen it's very emotional.
It's all over the internet that 22-year-old cuts the trailer
That
of Dhurandhar.
22-year-old is still like that 22-day-old baby that I still remember the first time when we held him, and so it's very emotional, I think, for us. And Surili, of course, I'm so proud of her. She's someone who was always jack of all trades, whether she could be an actor or an entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur right now, and I think she's fantastic at it. She's someone who can just tell her this is what I want, and she'll get going. And Um, Ojas, of course, he's so respectful, so humble, and so hardworking,
Yeah.
and extremely passionate for what he's doing. And I'm so happy that he's with the right people around him to guide him correctly. I think that's also a very important thing, especially in today's time. These are the formative years, not just of your life, but both your personal and professional. So it's very important who you surrounded with, what is the surround sound around you. So that ways, I think we're, yeah, you won't see much of it on Instagram stories, but
It's there.
the stories are here
Yeah.
than on the screens.
But how does it feel to, you know, look at him? Like you said, आपके बेटे जैसा ही था, and now he's
है,
all over the
बिल्कुल है.
news,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and everybody's like, oh my God, this kid quote unquote cut this massive trailer, right, which is like viral, and everybody was like, what, he did it? How does it feel?
Feel so proud as
Yeah.
a sister. Feel really proud, and um, as in as a motherly instinct almost that I have for him, would love to, how you want to you want to protect your child, you want to protect your baby, and at the same time, you know, you have to, a part of you also have to let go and
Yeah.
allow him to get nurtured and
Yeah.
and get out there in the real world. And when he does something like this, I think it's a, and something like this with his head held high. It's not that no one knew he's my brother. Of course, Aditya, it's family, right?
Yeah.
But the kind of person even Aditya is, it's not, we, even I will not work in any of Aditya's film if he feels I'm not fit for the
Worth it.
part,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not because we are family or we can or we are approachable. Even for Article 370, जो एक protocol होता है, there's a team that you reach out to and there's a script. I loved the subject, but I said I need my script, Aditya. I said, of course, absolutely. And so the same way with Ojas. I
Yeah.
mean, they've been working together for almost, I think, 4 years now. And as I said, with the right guidance, with the right hands, uh, you know, helping you shape your future. But that passion has to be yours. That understanding and that hard work is yours.
Yeah.
उसमें और सब कुछ होता है. उसमें विक्ट्रीज भी हैं, उसमें डिसअपॉइंटमेंट्स भी हैं, उसमें लर्निंग द हार्ड वे भी है, सब कुछ है. एंड उस सब से निकल कर जब आप कुछ इस तरह से कुछ क्रिएट करते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स बीइंग फैमिली वी नो, वीव सीन थिंग्स क्लोजली, how this industry is, how everything, you know, how the world works here. As I said, not every information is for content consumption.
It's not all on Instagram.
It's not on Instagram,
Yeah.
which is not required.
Yeah.
So these are the moments, that's when you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
And celebrate and keep that feeling guarded, that what does it feel कि आपकी जो मेहनत की जो एक होती है ना खुशी, वो और होती है. So I'm very excited for him, for his future, what it holds, and I'm sure it's all things bright.
Yeah. How did it pivot for you? You wanted to be an IAS officer at one point, and then pivoted to the crazy world of cinema. So how did it go from there to there?
Well, yeah, the heart wants a lot of things. You don't get that. Yeah, I was studying. I was good at studies. I was always, as I said, I think my personality was nowhere close to what you expect of an actor, especially in our industry. And anyone who's been close to me or has known forget my journey back in Chandigarh would vouch for it. I don't think anyone saw this coming, and including my teacher especially. I still remember their expression, and they were like, "We're probably hearing something wrong," because I wanted my TC from my university, and said, "Sorry, where are you going? Mumbai for actor?" You not to make fun or anything, but they were like, "You're so good in studies." And
so were you like a topper?
well, yeah, one of the like always in top 3 or something like that, but never good at physics though. So before anyone has any information comment section about, shall we reveal the physics or maths report card? I'm saying from my end, no. But but I think deep down, I really enjoyed performing, and that performance was literally only for the mirror. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Not even maybe my mother to an extent, or my sister, because we would love to dance and dance like our style of dance and watch. I used to love watching films, any kind of film, any kind of film. But I couldn't speak the podium to save my life. I just couldn't. हिम्मत करके एक कहीं poetry recitation. I still remember my Hindi teacher was like, यामिनी, she used to call me यामिनी. यामिनी इतने साल हो गए हैं, अब तुम 10वीं कक्षा में पहुंच गई हो, अब तो एक कंपटीशन में हिस्सा ले लो. So I said, okay ma'am. तो मैंने बहुत मेहनत करके वो poem मैंने याद की हिंदी, but the moment I saw everybody sitting,
in the crowd,
yeah, I just, and some of them I know, they're my classmates, but I just froze. I forgot to wish them, whatever I was supposed to do, but I somehow just recited whatever that. I still remember the name of the poem, I'll never forget, Khidkiyan. And that's about it. I thought, I'm never going back there again. No, never. And but as I said, you know, life has its own plans sometimes, and so the moment I got to know about this opportunity it was for a television show. There was auditions ho rahe the uske, so I was asked, I was informed by a family friend of ours, and I taped something which my father, it was just some lines to some pieces to the camera, and they really liked, and then they called me, and so that's how it happened.
And how was the industry when you first entered? You know, that whole grunt work, कि auditions पे जाना है, line में खड़े रहना है. You know, we've spoken to so many people who said, you know, they used to roam with a little suitcase of, you know, different looks. Like one is a work look, the other is an Indian look. वो आपके लिए कैसे था?
So शुरू में मुझे लगा कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि कुछ मुश्किल होगा. I think I look decent enough. I feel I'm a decently good actor. That's about it.
How did you feel that?
You just feel that. वो confidence की बात ही कुछ और होती है.
अच्छा, okay.
जब आप बिल्कुल शुरुआती दौर में होते हो और आप कुछ नहीं जानते. Ignorance is really a bliss.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Because you have no idea, you have no notion, you have no expectation, you don't know what to expect. You're just going with the flow. आपने बस assume कर लिया, आपने बस मान लिया है कि ये तो it's how difficult it can be. But जब आप literally एक रणभूमि में जब आप उतरते हैं, तो it's a very different thing, reality on ground. And I have no complaints. Today where I sit, yes, I can comfortably say that. Of course, back in the day, things looked much more challenging, much more difficult, and they were. Of course, there are times where you feel, I don't think it's going to work out. I think I should go back. Should I hold on a little longer? Is this what it is? Is it?
When did you feel that, you know? That
At multiple times. There's never one moment. There are multiple times. And even after coming in films, I'm not just talking about the beginning of the career, but even post Vicky Dona, there were moments where you feel, when you question a lot of things. And because you really take people on the face value, right? But you realize, no, there are a lot of subtext sometimes to what one is saying, and people have suggestions, a lot of suggestions and advices, and you're like, no, I that's great advice, but I need good work and not that advice maybe. And if I'm the same person who did a film, for example, like a Vicky Dona, that means I must be having some potential, right?
it was a fantastic film. Like I saw it a couple of times in the theatre actually back then.
So, but I realized, no, it's not that. Every film, every step will reveal something different in a very different sort of a light every time. And you're never good enough. You will never be good enough to reach that point in your life, to get that film of your life. So then, what is the whole point? Because the decision of you being in a certain film is dependent on somebody else's decision, and their decision may not be completely based on what kind of potential you're holding versus maybe so many other factors.
Like what? Like what could the factors be?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It could be maybe someone in terms of know someone better. I'm not talking about within the industry only, but just anyone. It could be anything. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
It's so random.
It's random, but it's there. Random reasons, and reasons which you imagine being on the other side. I'm like, no, it'll never make sense to me. But आप जबरदस्ती नहीं कर सकते. You can't make someone
Take
like
you.
you,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like you in the sense feel good enough. Okay, you can play
Be
the
in
part,
my film,
be in my
yeah.
film. I'm happy to screen test. Like in the West, I think it's much more. I'm not saying it's simple there. I'm sure they have their own challenges, but what I hear of the culture there, that you screen test,
Yeah.
right? Like here, I screen tested for Kabil, and I was happy to do that, right? But then today, if you're asking me to, I'm not talking about Kabil, but even post that to screen test, but then there's another contemporary of mine who's not getting tested, then why this
Why is it different for
why is
some?
it different for someone? Then came a point that I need to stop asking so many questions. It's not, they're not wrong, but I'm gonna kind of get into this system or this conditioning that everything becomes like a why this, how come this, why not that. I just need to take a breather and just rework my so to say wiring of how I approach films, what kind of films I want to associate with, what kind of directors I want to work with, what kind of subjects I want to do, given the choices I have.
Yeah.
And that is what I did, and that is when I think Uri and Bala, which was 2019, happened, and things just changed after that.
Because then it took on a very almost patriotic, very purpose driven, right? Like that you're watching a film where um, there's real grit. You're on the edge of your seat almost, right? Even Article 370 for that matter. Was it a conscious decision that you want to go down this path and be about that kind of cinema?
I've always said I'm a fan of versatility, and which means if I've done an Article 370, I've also done a Dhoom Dham, which is
Yeah.
a caper comedy. I've also done a Bala, I've also done an OMG2 or a Thursday, or of course it started with Uri. And I think the common thing, that the string that I see in most of these films is whatever genre it is, it's it's still it still has a meaning. It still has some substance. It can't be just random. It can't be just something. I'm not sure what's the right word, but it needs to have me do something pivotal, something which is more substantial in the film, and look for stories, look for fresher ideas. That is the whole idea. That is what I'm trying to do. It's going to be a lot more harder, lot more than we can imagine, to get people back in theaters.
Yeah.
And for that to happen, we need to have fresher ideas, fresher stories, and fresher films. If you're talking about films which have um, tone of patriotism, I love doing that. I absolutely own up those choices, and I see them as celebration of our unsung hero stories, which are incredible, which you and I cannot even imagine what's happening somewhere around the world.
Absolutely.
Where that one person is responsible for you and I having the safe conversation right now.
Correct.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's amazing.
But it's not necessary. It may always turn into a great script. There could be a difference. There's so many stories which come my way, which have a sense of patriotism, which are great. But it needs to be a really good script also. It needs to be a well-crafted film, right? I always feel, and I'm sure anyone who's sitting in my chair would vouch for it. If you love a film, if you love any particular scene, it is not, of course, just the actor, but the way it's shot, the background score or no background score, the edit, every department speaks there.
Yeah.
So it needs to be. It's a craft. It's literally an art.
Yeah.
and so I'm looking forward for those stories. Like the next, whatever I'm doing next, that'll be absolutely, that has to be different from what you've just seen me do. And people, I'll take this as an opportunity to just say, because especially someone who's always interviewing, not you, but the understanding of what intensity is of serious films or intense films are very different from one another. Like, someone gave this example, one of my co-actors, during an interview. Like, when you see this painting, there are yellows and blues and there grays, but those, the tones of those colors are also very different. There's a variation in that. So that you also need to have an eye to identify. Like a Thursday will be a very different, it's a very different film from an Article 317. It's not, it can't be put in the same bracket.
Yeah.
But audience understands that. And I think this is, I'm also enjoying that time as an artist, where whatever I'm doing or I'm trying to do, my audience is understanding and they're cognizant of the fact of the effort that, or the intent that I have behind doing what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So even if it's like an absolute popcorn entertainer like a Chor Nikal Ke Bhaga, but I have to make sure that if I'm a part of a film, whatever the role is, whatever the genre is, it has to be, my intent is always, it has to be worth your time and money when you watch it. So,
do you feel at home in the industry, which means that so like if you don't take acting, but you say like a 9 to 5 corporate job, right? Like you have that, and then you have a life outside of it. How do you operate? Like, are you very immersive within the industry when it comes to, say, meeting people or going to parties, or do you like to keep that separate from who you are?
As I said, family is the most important thing for me. And as people, we are extremely private. I love my job. I worship my job. And I take my job really seriously. But I like to separate that from my personal life. And the moment my work on set is finished, or my job as someone who has to now promote the film or whatever it is associated with the film, then I like to be with my family and I like to be home. There is no time for anything else. There is no intent for anything else, and not to be disrespectful towards anything. When I joined the industry, this was something, again, a very, very common. I'm sure you've heard this. I'm not the first person to say this out loud. There was a sense of culture, so to say, an unsaid culture or understanding that you have to be seen at parties, you have to be social, you have to be out there, you have to be meeting people, or you lose out on your work, or you won't get much work, or this is one of the reasons you don't get work, the kind of work you're thinking, Yami, that you should get, because you have to socialize. Now I feel I love my work, but that is what I used to always wonder, that why do I have to do this? Because if someone has doubt on my ability, as I said, I'd love to screen test, why not? But that is the route which I'm not very comfortable. I've never been that person.
This is since the beginning?
Since the beginning.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I've never been, I've always been
private.
Yeah. And by private, I mean I'd love my work to be in the spotlight, but not me.
Yeah.
So it's a very weird combination, but so be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when someone tells you you have to do it, that is a problem for me. I don't think I was meant to be this way, that you have to do it. If I do something for love, I would go to any extent to do it, right? Because it's out of love. It's something that you want to do. You feel like, and you're trying to get in the system. If someone tells me, no, you have to do this to make a point, then that's a problem for me, because it has to come from here. It has to. There are things, of course, which have evolved. I'm sure in a lot of things 10 years back or 5 years back, my answer would have been different on certain things, and today I have a different perspective. Yeah. But this is one of those things which has remained common. I don't feel that should be, if you want to be with someone, if you want to have a get together or party, that should be your choice.
Not that
cannot be a mandate to get work.
Yeah.
Sure, there might be still, it must be still happening, but right now the position, I'm not talking only about myself, but the place the industry is in, we are on that. I believe that we are on that turf where no, it's not a norm anymore. Everybody can coexist if you want to, if you want good work. Should you wish to socialize? Should you not wish to? That's your personal choice.
Yeah.
But so the idea is everyone should coexist, right? Regardless of who you are. So I think this is the shift which our generation is kind of seeing. I feel it very strongly. I don't know what's the chatter around, but I strongly feel it. It's much different from even from the time, even though it's just been 12 years that I made my debut, but I feel a stronger
It's
change.
different. Yeah. Okay. Since you're so passionate about family and love, right? Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about how do you meet your husband? Your wedding photos completely blew up. You were you made for a beautiful Himachali bride, in fact. So just walk us through the story. We love love stories at Humans of Bombay. We've told every kind, literally every kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Aditya and I, again, extremely similar when it comes to. I don't know how many times I've used this word in your podcast, but private people. So pardon me if I'm using it again. But that's who we are. We just
Yeah.
love to work, whatever we're required to do, and then just come back and come back to just a normal, regular family at home. आज खाने में क्या बनाया? आज खाने में क्या खाएं? What do you want to do? What do you want to watch? And that's about it. We were never कि अच्छा आज बाहर जाना है ज़रूरी है or it's weekend, let's go out. We were never that kind of couple. We met, of course. I worked in Uri,
Yeah.
but it's during the promotions that we started talking because we were about 4-5 of us who were promoting the film, and each question would get passed on to everybody, and we're listening to all the questions, and suddenly there's one answer which you feel, oh, I feel that similarity in the wavelength, right? Of course I already knew him since Uri, in the sense, I have to say this, not just as a wife, but as an artist who's worked with him. He is one of the most respected director, and you can ask anybody from any of his films. The way he commands, not demands, commands respect, it's phenomenal. And shooting is extremely stressful business. And a director's job, for whatever said and done, on set becomes about management as well. How do you manage all the departments? How do you manage all the actors? Suddenly one actor can say, I'm not gonna come. I don't want to shoot. I'm just saying,
Guys.
that can also happen
Yeah,
on set.
yeah.
Yeah? Let's not cut it out. That can
Yeah,
also happen.
yeah.
किसी का इतने important scene में या होने वाला है कुछ shoot, phone
किसी का रील खुल जाएगा.
absolutely reel खुल जाएगा,
Yeah.
है ना? तो किसी का walkie talkie लूज जाएगा. As I said, actor suddenly anything.
Yeah.
And you have a certain budget, right, that you have to work in. You have to finish. You have a certain goal that you have to achieve in a certain day, X number of shots. Come what may, light जा रही है, light चली गई. As a DOP, of course you're taking some tough calls. That should we take it? I don't know how it's going to pan out. I'm not sure. Could be multiple things. So as a director, how do you tie up everything and everyone? That's your true.
You're
I
the
think,
captain of the ship.
captain of the ship. True strength of your character. How do you do it? You can do it there are multiple ways of achieving it, and I think one of the most commendable things about Aditya is I've never seen him lose his cool. I have still no idea what goes behind, how he manages everything with the most calm demeanor. I have no idea. I don't think I would have such kind of patience. I think he's extremely patient as a person, and he's extremely solution oriented as a director, apart from so many other things. And that's how he is in real life. As I said, so many things, so many challenges. He's had his own share and fair, the kind of journey he's had. I can't even get started. But I've never heard him say bad things, anything bad
That's so
or
nice.
gossip, anything about
Yeah. Anyone.
anybody. Anybody. I've seen him talk to those same people so nicely that I would have to ask that, well, didn't that happen? He said, yeah. I said, no, I'll never be that person. As in, I can never be someone that I have to make the other person feel this is what you did to me back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
And-
refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, refreshing in the sense I don't know what kind of strength and energy it takes for someone to do that. And I saw that in Uri as well, which is coming back to this. So I had a lot of respect for him any which ways. And of course, and that is the time during promotions is when we started talking, we became friends, and there was no, oh, I'm going to propose you kind of moment and anything filmy or anything, all those things that we probably think of, which was the best thing because even I'm not that kind of person. We just knew that we really wanted to get married. Our families were extremely aligned and they were really happy for us. And I think we got married the way we did in the most, I would have loved to get married even if there was no COVID,
Yeah.
the same way. Of course, just few family members. I would have loved to have my nani be there to bless us, but otherwise, just us and everybody else's blessings. I think that was most beautiful, and for me to have the mighty devdars in the background, nature blessing us out there in the open, in the hills, both of us had our hearts in those. We wanted to make it more about rituals than anything else. We love our traditions, our Hindu culture. I think it's beautiful, and each and everything that is said at that time has a meaning if you
Yeah.
if you think about it. So we really wanted to follow that those rituals, and I wanted to get dressed exactly the way
You
I did
did.
for my wedding. My mom's sari was always there for me. Although I did not expect myself to do makeup, I thought that's too far fetched.
You did your own makeup?
I did my own makeup and
What?
Surili did my hair.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, so I said, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but okay, let's see. So that's something which I had not imagined, but yeah, anything is
It worked
possible.
out. Yeah.
It just worked out. My mother, she was, I think, because I'd seen her pictures when my mom, dad, they got married, of course, and I thought she made the most beautiful bride, and that's exactly how I wanted to look. And so that we call it Rida, the dupatta which is on the head, and that's gifted by your nanka. So my nani had kept it ever since I was born, and it comes from mandir. So we are pandits of Jwala Devi and Naina Devi Mata and Ganga Devi Mata. So it's come from there, and she'd kept everything for me. And I said, that's exactly how I want to get married. That's exactly what I want to wear. And that nath is a Pahadi traditional nath, again, which comes from gifted by Nani and your mama. And so there is nothing that I would change about that moment.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It looked beautiful. For all the women wondering, how do you know he's the one? What would you say?
No, he's the one. I think we women are very intuitive by nature. You don't think so? You feel?
I don't know. There's so many flags nowadays. It's red and it's
I think that's
green.
another thing. I think we need to. That's a good terminology, red flag and green flag. It's quite cool. Like
Yeah.
Aditya was given the crown of green forest.
Who gave him this? Who gave?
I think we had this press conference for Article 370, and
Okay.
I was almost entering my third trimester, and I think there was a moment, and I was speaking, and he just wanted to make sure that I'm very comfortable, so he gave me, of course,
A pillow.
a
or
pillow,
something.
a
Yeah,
cushion,
yeah.
which he would do, but didn't realize that people aren't taking
yeah,
notice of
like
it.
it's a green forest.
There's a green forest. So I said,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Yes, yes.
I think we're thinking too much. I think, of course, it's a very important decision in life.
Of course, yeah.
Really important decision in life. And I'm a little traditional that way. I also believe your family also knows the best, especially your parents. For me, it was very important that my parents also feel the same amount of respect and sense of security with Aditya for their daughter. So I think if you can get aligned with your choice with who you feel most comfortable and see that person being part of your family. I think for me that's what's it? Green flag.
Green forest.
Green forest. Green forest. And I think we need to start trusting our instinct. I'm a believer in first instinct. Your first instinct about anyone, if you go back to it, will always be correct.
What was your first instinct?
That he's a really nice man. That here's a man who's a rarity in today's time. That was my first instinct. Yeah, anything else I say other than that, I'll be like, oh, you liked him on Uri set also. I don't want to give such stories out. But, you know, and even my hairstylist, my hairdresser, my makeup artist, they all would talk about Aditya that, you know, I was having food. And when you're working, sometimes there's working lunch. You don't have the luxury of sitting and
enjoying
a meal. She must be just gobbling food, sitting on the floor. Ki acha jahan jagah mili hai, and I think the shot must be on. And she told me that, you know, he saw me sitting on the floor and he offered me a chair. There was no other chair, so he offered me his chair, which was the director's chair. And he said, no, sir, I can't. And he said, no, please, please, please. And he got up from his chair and she said,
so sweet.
I've worked with so many films and nobody does that.
Yeah.
Not that they don't mean respectful towards them, but
you just don't think about it that proactively.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so it was everybody. That's so I think we just need to trust our instinct more.
Yeah.
And I'd always love to include my family, like my parents, my siblings, they, you know, everyone being on the same board. And similarly, me for him. As much as he loves me, even it's very important for his family also, his parents or his siblings to be comfortable with me and to
because it's a
respect
marriage
me.
of families. It's just not two
Always.
individuals. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
How was the first meeting with your family? Did they love him and agree with you and say that he's a, not in those words, but he's a green flag?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And all you have to do is just be yourself. So he was not trying to be who,
like on his
He's
best
not.
behavior or whatever.
yeah, there's nothing, just being himself, which is him cooking, taking the charge of what's going to get cooked tonight. So the hero dish he's going to cook. He's a great cook.
Okay.
And
what is his hero dish?
There are actually many hero dishes.
Okay.
I believe in one hero dish, but he believes in multiple, and them being a Kashmiri Pandit, so everyone knows how lip smacking the food is.
Yeah.
And even Himachali Pahadi Dham is no less though. But I think I think he's a better cook.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm great with making sweets, and
Yeah.
he's great with savory. So he cooked something for everybody, and everyone loved. So as I said, there was no that moment. It just everything just fell in place. Everyone was so loving and respectful towards one another. We were not trying to be someone who we're not.
Yeah.
Right? Including our respective families. Like Surili is always the one who's cracking these loud jokes, and my brother again, he's very even they would joke around. So everyone was my mom, being the sweet Pahadi mama that she is. My dad who loves talking about everything, and so yeah, there was no that moment. It just felt very organic.
Yeah.
And you give yourself and your family that time, right? It's not, you should never rush in the sense that aaj hi,
Let's just decide now.
yeah, right? You know it. See, when people, and they were also very clear that, listen, it's you and Aditya. So if you guys are happy, we are really happy for you. So, so it just worked
Nice.
out.
It takes the pressure off.
Yeah, there was no pressure.
Yeah.
There wasn't any pressure, I think. So I think maybe we were fortunate, or this is life's way of rewarding.
It just flows.
Yeah, rewarding us
Yeah.
for the kind of person he is, the kind of person I am. So yeah.
How did it change after motherhood? And that's a whole other journey, right? And so many things come up when you become a parent, but you become a mother. And, you know, especially if you're working and, you know, having both aspects. Like I have so many friends who are mothers now, and they're always like, you feel so guilty when you leave them at home. You feel so guilty when you're away for too long, and especially being an actor, it's long hours, right? That you spend shooting. Have you faced that?
My mother especially told me that आजकल मैं interviews में ये बहुत सुन रही हूँ guilt.
Hmm.
So,
How predictable of me.
but that's a very common
Yeah.
word,
Hmm.
or it's not just a word. It's an emotion.
Yeah, it's an
It's,
emotion.
it's an emotion which is not a. It's a hard to ignore emotion.
Hmm.
But she said, I'm listening, and before it gets you, let me tell you that don't.
Hmm.
Right? Don't feel that guilt.
Hmm.
I'm here as your mother, and I'll always support you. If working makes you happy, you worked all your life to reach here. You worked so hard. I've seen my girl work so hard with the kind of person that you are, without sacrificing your values, with your head held high, with your tears, with your everything.
Yeah.
And you reached at such an important, crucial time in your life.
Life.
No, you're not being selfish. And again, that is life. That's God's way of rewarding you. Your child is the most important ever being in your life, right? After anyone. That's literally a gift from, that's a blessing from God, right? And I was expecting him when I was shooting for a film like Article 370.
Hmm.
So you can imagine how
Oh,
nervous
Yeah.
I must be. I said,
Yeah.
Mama, how is it going to happen? She's like, no. Once, if medically you're okay, to work, it's good to work. Your child will, first of all, there are two aspects to your question. I'll come to the other one also. Will somehow have that thing, that gene of working, of hard work, and that comes from parents. That
And
comes
they-
from the mother.
Yeah, they see it in
They see
growing
it,
up.
they
Yeah.
feel it. So
Yeah.
it's the two of you working on that film, right?
Yeah.
And now this side, first of all, once a mother, always a mother. Like even my mother at this age, you never stop being a mother. You're never done with your duties or your
Yeah.
responsibilities.
It's not like you're grown up and it's
Never,
changed. It's the same.
never.
Yeah.
And now being a mother, I can definitely feel it. And hats off to our parents again, yeah, for taking that decision and backing my decision back in the day, that okay, yes, let's try. If you want to become an actor, okay, let's figure this out. You go, you fulfill your dreams. We're here to support you.
Tough
I don't think it's
decision.
easy to
Yeah.
send your child like that. Of course, they were with me, but as an emotional support. But it's a very different, whole lot of different world where 2 + 2 is not 4, right? And so she said, don't work with that guilt, because you will not be able to function. You'll not be able to. You'll always be under this emotional pressure.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm always thinking about my baby. But she said, I want you to think about him out of love, right? So when I'm working, the reason why of course, Aditya, he has a monstrous release coming up.
Yeah.
And he's
Quite
been working
literally
on this
monstrous,
film, yes,
yeah.
for the past 1.5 years. I finished Huck. I started working when he was 9 months. I could work because my mother was there.
There,
Of course,
yeah.
no matter how many helping hands you have, you need someone of your own to be with your heart.
Yeah.
And she said, who is more safer than
Your mother. Yeah.
right? And when I was shooting, for example, for Huck also, they were supposed to travel with me and everything was ready. But then she said, you go there and you see it for yourself if it's the right condition for us to be there. I landed there. I figured out that every day, not just 1 or 2 days, every day my location would be a minimum 2 hours from where we are lodging, one side,
Oh my God.
and shooting in absolutely interior areas, and which is very cruel and difficult with
For
a baby
baby,
that
yeah.
age. What are they going to do? Just hold up in a
Car. Yeah.
or a hotel, and that young. So I said, Mama, I think, again, her mother's instinct. I said, you were right. So what I'll do is, there used to be one weekly off, and I would request my director if there was used to be only one flight which was operational. So after pack up on that last day, I would take that flight, spend one day, and first early morning flight at 5 o'clock, I would land straight on set.
My God.
So that's how I would meet him, and that's how I would balance my work. Because yes, you are and there are, whether you're a working mother, you're a stay-at-home mom, respect, and literally respect to all the mothers. And there is no harm in asking for help. There is no harm, and if possible, as family, everyone must try and help
And support.
and support the mother in whatever way one can. Of course, your child is your responsibility, but if possible, why not?
Yeah.
So that's why she said don't, because if you decide to work in this industry where the stakes are so high, where someone's crores of rupees been invested to get a film together, should you choose to do it, then you also need to do justice even to that work if you want to make that choice.
Correct.
So it's your choice. If you wish to, then I'm absolutely there to support you. But then you also need to give your a 100% even there. And then of course, as I said, I always feel there's a mutual understanding that you have with your producers and your directors, where you can figure out if for some reason you need to accommodate.
Yeah. Then it
They
has
do
to
that.
be.
Yeah, they do that. It happens.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've changed after motherhood? Has it changed something in you?
Something? Your whole life
Everything.
changed. Karishma.
Yeah.
I was good you told that, I would have asked you.
Yeah.
The moment you become a mother, I still remember the first time when I came back home from hospital, and there's a moment where I just sat down, and I'm just thinking to myself that it's the same house, everything is same, everybody is same. Of course, I've become a mother, but it just feels that whatever I've done before this moment, whoever I was before this moment, is completely different from who I am right now. That's the kind of feeling you get, that your life completely, fully changes. And you can never describe how. Beyond, of course, the obvious, right? It completely changes. Becoming a parent, becoming a mother, that emotion is so powerful. It is life-changing. It changes you forever. And I think it changes you for the good. I can say that. Yeah. It's the best feeling in the world, where you look at your child, you look at your baby, and you feel, my God, this is
Mine.
this is mine. And that feeling, you feel so empowered as a mother.
Yeah.
I feel even more stronger. I feel that, as I said, I've seen there's like literally in reels, if your life goes in flashes, the kind of person I was growing up. While that person is also somewhere in me, but this person that I am today, I think it's definitely, once you become a mother, you feel that strength, you feel that love, you feel that that how can you love someone so selflessly? And like the days where I feel I don't want to do anything. I just want to keep looking. I just want to be here. That's it.
Yeah.
This is life. I just want to sit here. I just want to be here and just keep playing.
So cute.
Yeah, and it's the most beautiful feeling. And that's why even more, we've always been really respectful and thankful to our parents for what they've done. But I think it goes much beyond.
Yeah. So it seems so beautiful and perfect, your life. Touch wood. We will touch wood. Did you think you manifested this? It's such a Beti word, right? Like, I'm manifesting my dream life. It feels like you're living it. Like, it's like your films are absolutely up there. As an actor, as a performer, like you said, it's a craft, and it seems like you're on top of that craft. With the family and your new role as a mother. Do you believe in manifestation? Do you think it just fell into place, or do you think, okay, it was just destiny and it happened, and I'm just going to accept it?
I'm a person of faith.
Hmm.
I believe in there's a superpower that's overlooking all of us. While we'll all have to go through the consequences of our karma, which is good, which is bad, which is everything, and yet at the same time, if there's any purity of thought which is there in you, and you wish for something with that intent, I feel you that is the time, that is spirituality for me, that is connecting with God. And that is what family is for me. So काम का जहाँ तक कि सवाल है वो you can never predict. You can never be at the top of your craft, to be very honest. As I said, I take my job very seriously. I don't take myself seriously. I consider when I'm on set, I am an employee. I am in service of the film. And this is a director's medium. This was always a director's medium. Of course, we actors, we are the faces, we're out there, we're performing, but to get people in theaters, there's only so much I can do as an actor. Probably I'll get all the appreciation, all the nicest things to be spoken, read, get more films. But for a film to work, that's a director's craft. That's how I take it. So when I'm working on set, I'm working just like, I don't know how it's going to pan out, but let me give my best. Let's all give our best.
Yeah.
So as a team member, I'm always there as a team. And I have a lot of respect for each and every person on set, every department. I make sure that I feel their energy together, which is going in each and every shot, that whatever we do, बाकी फिर देखते हैं. So the only thing that is I won't say under my control, but something that is sacrosanct for me is, of course, is family. And Baki, it's life. You never know what's going to happen. You can only hope for the best.
Yeah.
And hope that you always have the energy, the blessing to get through no matter what happens. And to always have your family by your side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming across. Yeah, and you can tell, you're very, you're so punctual, first of all. This is only the second time that somebody has come so in advance.
Who was there for the first time?
Arshad Barsi, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah, he came and people were just setting up and यहाँ पे हुआ, and we're like, oh, and it's happened today for the second time. So it was amazing.
Yeah, that's one of again something that I'd heard about certain seniors of mine, that there's always a reason why someone becomes really really big, but really successful. It's not about just, okay, there's always something. And I think time is, no matter who you are, no one's above time.
Yeah.
Nobody. And punctuality is something that, unless of course you meet some unforeseen circumstances, but that's really important for me, that you have to be punctual.
Yeah.
So
it's like, it's respect to
that's
others
another thing. I
person's
was
time.
never cut out for parties because I was painfully punctual. One or two parties that I've gone where even the host is like, yeah, you've reached already. He said, but, and there would be nobody. The room would be empty. And I said, where's everybody? He said it was 8 o'clock, so it's 8:15. I mean, I still waited.
15 minutes.
15
I give you a
minutes.
courtesy of
Yeah,
15 minutes.
No one's going to come before 10:30.
Yeah.
I said, 10:30, that's...
I want to sleep.
Yeah, I want to sleep.
Okay.
So then that was it. That was another thing. It sounds frivolous, and I was like, listen, you have to work so hard.
Yeah, do even work stay awake
so
and
hard. No, not to stay awake, but so I don't have to go through this, and not just me, but maybe unknowingly we are paving a path for the next generation where such questions don't even exist.
Yeah.
For me, that is true empowerment beyond anything.
Yeah. Okay.
To leave this place, should not say leave, but to make it even better than where we were when we joined.
Yeah. Okay, so we did this fun poll where we asked our audience what they want to know about you. So I'm going to ask you some questions because people have questions, right?
Right.
And we'll just take it as it comes. So, what is your skincare routine? Are you just blessed with Himachali skin, or is there a routine that you go through?
So I'm definitely blessed. I feel that's the Pahadi genes, but I also have really sensitive skin, and I swear by haldi. Now that's a thing which my mom believes that जो देवताओं को हम चढ़ाते हैं ना, जो भी जैसे उनका पंच स्नान जो होता है, they are actually, if you come to think of it, they're some of the most purest things, and haldi being one of them, which is shubh, which is auspicious, it's antiseptic, it's everything. Haldi is I think a great ingredient. The whole world is talking about it. When we went to US, it was all about haldi, turmeric latte and turmeric shots and haldi. मैंने कहा, is this the haldi दूध जो हम बोलते हैं? हाँ. So I'm like, I think sometimes हमारा ही जो ingredient होता है, जो हमारी ही खोज होती है, हमें कई बार खुद को दोबारा याद दिलाना पड़ता है. And I think I'm so glad that people are again talking about haldi.
So you just apply?
So for me, yeah. So either in something I mix it in. My mom makes this pack for me, and even if I just apply it as it is, जो हमारे हम हल्दी ग्रो करते हैं हिमाचल में, जो हमारा फार्म है, where I got married, तो वहाँ पे we grow this organic haldi. By organic, I mean there are no fertilizers, nothing which is harmful for you. Everything is organic there. तो वो, and we keep it little coarse. So the moment you treat haldi with water, it gives you color, but then the curcumin and all that comes down as a property. So we keep it coarse. The powder is not very thinly ground. So that can act as an exfoliator. चाहे आप ऐसे लगा लें. And काफ़ी बार मैं सुनती हूँ या पढ़ती हूँ papers में कि काफ़ी girls को reaction हुआ, especially the haldi ceremony of shadi, and they want to replace haldi with something else because they don't want to get the burns. And I'm like, no, I wish you know, we come back to haldi, and maybe in times to come I'll figure out some way to introduce this haldi that we grow, because I swear by it. Even if I just apply haldi and water, just exfoliate, it works like magic for me. और या आप किसी चीज़ में मिक्स करना चाहें, so haldi is that. I did that in Haq also, by the way. वहाँ पे एक haldi ceremony होती है फिल्म में, and I literally have this on camera where the before and after effect. I said, okay, let's see now if it affects my skin or not. And I have really sensitive skin. Like my skin is the perfect litmus test for any experiment you want to do, and turned out to be great.
Wow.
So I definitely approve it.
Your go-to Kashmiri dish?
Anything that Aditya cooks.
Yeah.
But especially rogan,
Okay.
and yakni. Yakni pulao is something I love.
Okay. And any Himachali dish that you love?
Himachali धाम.
Yeah.
Especially बहुत सारे अलग अलग region की धाम होती है, but especially जो कांगड़ी धाम होती है, that's outstanding from start to finish. The madra, the हम उसे बोलते हैं धोती दाल, जो उड़द की दाल होती है, but that's dry.
What is your guilty pleasure?
I love watching Andaz Apna Apna again and again with my family. Yeah, that's something which, especially Ojas, Aditya and I, we love watching Andaz Apna Apna. In terms of food, I don't feel guilty at all. 5 years back, I said, yeah, I feel guilty. I don't. Food is an emotion, and food, chai. Okay, let me say chai, because I know there are a lot of reels out there. क्या आप जानते हैं सुबह सुबह चाय पीने से आपको क्या हो सकता है? It might be right, but the heart wants what it wants. I need that morning chai, not to wake me up, but I just love it.
Yeah.
I don't need anything to wake me up. I'm fine. I wake up pretty fresh. But I need that chai, and especially if Aditya is there, or my mom, my family is there with someone. I think that's a that's a ritual.
Special with someone.
And Aditya doesn't drink chai. The whole of Gautam Parivar loves chai, and the whole of his side they don't drink chai. So, but it's okay. I think उनको at least Aditya के parents को मैंने थोड़ा आदत थोड़ा चाय पी लेते हैं.
We'll all be tea addicts. Amazing. amazing. I'm down to my last question. It's been so lovely, and I'm so happy that we spoke about things that you don't usually talk about. So, yay for us. Just coming off the success of Huck, and you carry films on your own, right? Like you don't need. A lot of people say that. A woman sometimes is just the role is not as meaty. That's not the case with you. How do you feel moving forward? Like what kind of roles do you want to do? How do you feel about the success that has been? Where is your mind space going forward?
I'm not saying this out of just humility. I really thank you, first of all, for your really kind words, but I really mean it. When a film is successful, not just in numbers, but anyone when appreciates your work, your film, I think Huck is also one of the best critiqued film of my career, and anyone who's watched it has come out saying that we really touched with the film. And I have so many messages which are so personal to even share. I feel the credit, I genuinely believe the credit goes to everyone. It's never one person. It's never one person's journey. It's never one person's success. Your success never belongs to you. There's so many people, right from your family to the team that you work with. And I work with that spirit. So I can never own up and say, I this was mine or this was my film. This is our film. And feels really happy when your conviction pays off, when what you believe. I really believed in the subject. I really did. And whatever my understanding of was of the character, whatever I could understand, her emotional depth, her journey, what it must be, even though the film was an amalgamation of fiction and reality both. But to make it universal, to make it relatable to you, to anyone who watches it, regardless of even gender, let alone community or caste or background, was very important for me.
Yeah.
So when a film like that, which is a difficult film, especially for theaters, it is not a regular film where you know what's going to happen at the box office. You cannot predict with a film like that. But I knew one thing for sure. I really wanted this story to come out. I really wanted this film to get made, and I really wanted to give my best. What next? Of course, I'm working on something. But as I said, I work with a very nervous energy, especially on first day.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous, and I announce it that I'm very nervous. I don't know what's going to happen, and that's the fun part. Mystery is always good.
Yeah.
You can never know it all. You can never be, oh, मुझे ये आता है. It's everything. I have an understanding, and I like to talk to everybody from every department and understand their work and understand how are they seeing this film. And yeah, what can we? It's a massive opportunity that if someone gets to make a film in today's time, so let's make it count. Let's get people back in theaters. Let's give them literally that magic of cinema that was that's sacrosanct for many of us and is literally bread and butter for this whole industry across globes, and make the world look up at Indian films in a whole lot different way than before. That's how I look at it, and I'll always, every film that I do will be a step towards it, no matter what genre it is.
Yeah. So before you go, you have to make a comment on Dhurandhar, and it's a massive release because, like you said, right, taking India to the world, and it seems like all the elements are there. It just looks phenomenal. So your closing thoughts on that, and then we'll let you go. I know you have a very tight schedule, so I'm mindful of that, and we'll close.
There's no closing thought on Dhurandhar. It is not your parting away gift of 2025.
Yeah.
It is your welcome gift of 2026, and I believe it won't be just film of the year. It will be film of many, many, many years to come.
Wow.
Dhurandhar.
Oh my God. Now people are going to be even more excited. Thank you so much, Yami. It was so lovely to have you.
I think it's nice to be to get into the entrepreneur side also. It's again a very empowering journey, and why not?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.